Al, we are 2 episodes now into Love Live Superstar
Mm-hmm. Season 2.
Season 2. Correct, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
And we've got some mysteries now to try and unravel.
Yeah, some.
I guess one big particular mystery we
One-
gotta try and unravel.
One big mystery, yes.
Big mystery.
Big mystery.
Yes. So hello, welcome to this week's episode of Jared Now Watch Love Live Superstar. It is episode number 14. I'm Jared, joined as always by Doc Al and Ladium.
Hello.
We are discussing season 2, episode number 2, entitled Second Years and First Years. Except there's only one first year.
I'll say first year.
That's what the episode's called. Don't shoot the messenger.
No, it's because it was what was written on the board in their room,
Yes.
their club room, because they were
Club room.
trying to get more than one first year.
Correct.
But so far have been unsuccessful.
Correctamundo.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, so we begin this episode and everyone is very excited for Kiniko to come to the club room. They're just overjoyed and she's like,
They're, like giving her snacks, except for Sumeri's like, no, that chocolate's mine. You can't have that.
Super is just a gremlin.
Yes, she is.
It's very good. So yeah, they're just like giving her the lay of the land. They're like, oh yeah, by the way, once we all get here, we go practice.
Yep.
And she's like, oh, okay. And then they go through their just normal practice regimen, but obviously she is not at the same level as they are, so she is struggling. I wouldn't say straggling, but that's also true. She was straggling.
Both. They've got a year on her.
I was trying to find a way to put those words together, but it's like struggling.
Struggling? That
I don't
just
know.
sounds like a weird southern accent version of it.
I was struggling with it. But anyways, yeah, she's not doing great. She's doesn't have the stamina that they do. She's not, doesn't have the choreography memorized or anything like that. So she's, having a hard time getting everything up to speed and everything. So they're like, oh, right, that's going to be a problem. And then they're like, hey, Cuckoo, you also sucked at the very beginning, didn't you? And she's like, yeah.
Yeah. Well,
yeah.
The first she's like, wait a minute. No. This is fine. Sumeri's like, I'm trying to make her feel better. Please go along with it.
Shut up.
And
Let her feel better.
Kana's like,
okay. Yeah, I was terrible.
Kana's like, yeah, she totally sucked. No, she got better.
So Cuckoo gives her like this personalized training regimen that she used to help her, get her stamina up and everything. She's like, here, use this. This is what I did, and I got better. So if you do it, you'll be fine as well.
Also worth mentioning that her workout gear is just her gym uniform.
Yeah, she looks the most normal out of everyone.
Yeah, she's literally just wearing the school's gym uniform as her workout clothes, which I think is actually like a clever thing to do. Like everybody else has always had like wild workout gear. And like this is a girl who like literally just got here from another place, and like I think even she says at one point in here, like my family's sending me money at some point. Like it makes sense that the thing that she would have is her gym uniform.
And plus, like, she probably wouldn't have been like, she wouldn't have thought like, oh, we're gonna go practice the first day I'm there.
That too.
Like, she wouldn't have been prepared to like, oh, I need to bring training clothes. So she's like, I guess I'll just get my gym uniform.
And would she have even had training clothes? Because she talks about it several times in the episode. Like, I'm not good at sports. I've always been left behind at these things. I'm not athletic. Like
that's also a good point.
It's possible she just doesn't besides the gym uniform. But I thought that was a nice touch.
Mm-hmm.
And we both commented on like, oh, hey, her outfit's pretty normal.
It is very normal. It's very funny. So they all go their separate ways afterwards, and she's just all tired out. And then Shiki is just in the school hanging out, looking at the poster for the School Idol Club recruitment and all that sort of stuff with her weird science goggles and like zooming in on them. And then Kiniko walks by, and then she's like, with her Heelys.
She's Heelys out after her. I was like, what is happening?
Custom made Heelys.
Amazing. And steampunk glasses things.
Yeah. So she runs down. Kiniko's like, hey, come here. We're going to go talk.
Let's have a little chat.
And Kiniko's like, okay. And she's like, hey, how's the club going? How's everything going? Are there any... Are the senpais very scary or anything like that? She's like, no, they're great. They're all nice and everything. I'm just like real out of shape, so I'm not doing well in that aspect, but everything else is like great. And she's like, oh, okay, cool. Because, yeah, I want May to join the School Idol Club. So, like, you got to go convince her to join.
Just invite her.
Yeah, just invite her. Kiniko's like, She just remembers her yelling at her and just like, oh, no.
Yeah.
We go to the next day, and Kanan wakes up early at 5 a.m. because that's when she goes off to do her morning run and everything.
Ugh.
She's just all excited for it. She's like, yay!
Yay, getting up early. Woo!
And she spots Kiniko running past her house. Right, she's about to leave. She's like, hey, let's go run together. And Kiniko's like, okay.
Okay, this is fine.
Yeah, she's struggling still.
She like passes out on a bench basically.
Yeah.
Kind of gets her some water like a nice senpai.
Yeah, Kanan's kind of just like, hey, don't overdo it, by the way. That would be very bad.
Go at your own pace.
Go at your own pace. So she gets to school, and then she remembers, oh, right, I have to try and invite May to the club. Oh, no. I don't know how to do this. Also, Natsumi's behind her just yelling that money's going down. Money. And that's all you see of her for this episode.
Yep, that's it. Just her yelling about money.
So Kiniko's trying to formulate this plan to like go over and talk to May, and like Shiki sees her looking over and is like,
she has something she wants to ask you.
hey May, so this girl wants to ask you something, and Kiniko's like, oh no. And she just like, it's like it just skirts over and is like, you want to be a school idol with me? And the girl's like, whoa. And May just has this like horrified look on her face and just like, come with me.
I love that, like, are you into school idols? And she's like,
oh no.
Let's go.
And then Kiniko's like, oh my god, you're gonna beat me up. Do you want money? I don't have any money. I've got bread. Would you like bread? It's really nice bread. I really like these. They're really good.
It's like carbonara
like,
bread, I think.
Yeah. And May's like, no, I don't want to beat you up or like get your food or anything. I just wanted to talk to you. Like, hey, don't bring that up in front of people. As far as everyone knows, I'm not into that.
Yeah.
Just chill. But if like it's us, we're okay. But if it's anyone else, ixnay.
You made a comment about this definitely being the OG team because the redhead is Tsundere.
Yes. Very much so.
Yep.
So yeah. Oh, she's also like, did Shiki tell you to do this? And Kiniko's like, yeah. And she's like, just forget about that. Don't worry about it.
Don't listen to Shiki.
Whatever. We gotta go to the gym. So they go to the gym. They do running. More running. And poor Kiniko is struggling still. But she would have been struggling regardless.
She would have, yes. It doesn't have a whole lot to do with the School Idol Club because she very obviously has trouble with running and stuff anyway. So she would have had trouble with it.
But it is also, amplified by the fact that she ran a lot this morning, so she doesn't have like the most stamina going into gym class.
She's tired. She got up at 5 a.m. She ran.
Yeah, she's tired. She's struggling, and May like goes to help her and is like, "Hey, come on, you can't push yourself this hard right off the bat. That's bad." And then there's the girl's like, "Oh no, the School Idol Club seems real tough. I don't think I could handle it." And he goes like, "No, it's fine. I'm not that athletic, so I'm struggling a bit. It's not their fault. Everything's fine. Don't worry."
Super out of shape.
And they're like, oh, "Okay,
sure."
And then so she tells them about the rest of the girls in Liela about this, and they're like, what are we gonna do about this? Do we just like start kind of pulling back on our training regimen? Because that might be a good idea. And then Ren's also like, yeah, we might have to do that if we want to get more members. Because if we're going the way we are now, we're probably not gonna be able to recruit anyone else.
Yep.
So they decide to do that, and also Kanan's kind of just like, yeah, let's do that. Yay. They changed their posters to say, get to Love Live instead of to win.
Yep.
And they're just like, yay.
Here's the easy regimen that anybody can do. Anybody can join.
Yeah, they just do it for like an hour, and then just like, they go to practice, and they're like, oh, we're done. And everyone's like, oh, we're done already? That was quick. And Kiniko's like, oh God. They also try and bribe new members by just getting them a bunch of takoyaki.
Yep.
which actually doesn't seem to do anything because
No, people
no one
just
really shows up.
everybody just sees their takoyaki and leaves.
Like, ooh, free food. May comes over to Kiniko again. Is like, hey, we got to talk again. Kiniko's like, oh no, I only got candy this time. I don't even have bread. I can't give you anything. And he's like, no, I don't want your candy. Calm down.
Not gonna beat you up.
And then Shiki just rolls down the hill. Like,
Oh.
hey, how's it going? Hey, what's up? What y'all talking about?
What a weirdo.
And May kind of just talks to Kiniko. Is like, hey, you joined the idol club because you like, you knew they were going for Love Live. They wanted to win, right? And you knew that going in, and you were okay with it. She's like,
That's the club you joined.
yeah, and she's like, yeah, I was totally fine with that. I just didn't want them to like more people to badmouth them and think like, oh, they're trading so difficult and everything. And May's kind of like, dude, who cares what those people have to say? Like, forget them. They don't mean anything. Like, essentially, she's kind of like, look, if they're going to say stuff like that, they're probably not going to join anyways. They're just saying things to say things.
Yep.
And I think Shiki's also there just like, yeah, that's true. My cool Heelys.
Gonna back you up on that one.
Burp. I'm also going to back up myself. Burp, burp, burp.
Nice.
And that's basically kind of the conversation they have to, like, reaffirm Kiniko. Like, hey, yeah, this is the club you joined is the club you joined, and you knew that going in, and you were definitely okay with that. So, like, do what you got to do.
Mm-hmm.
So Kanan has been waking up at 5 and being like, oh, I don't have to do practice. I'm sad.
Yeah.
Going back to bed. And then she gets up one day and is like, all right, I'm going running anyways. I don't care. And then she notices, or she gets to like the halfway point in like the weird park fountain area that they were in earlier in the episode. And Kiniko runs up and is like, hey, what's up? I'm here too. And then everyone else was like, whoa, what are we all doing here? Fancy meeting you here.
Wow. At the same time, even.
So wild. And then Kiniko's basically like, hey, why don't we just go back to being normal? Like, I think that's better for all of us.
Let's win the Love Live.
Let's win Love Live. And they're also like, I mean, yeah, we can do that, but also like, you realize if there's no other first years that join, you're gonna be by yourself, and that's gonna kind of suck. And like, not gonna be great for you. And Kiniko's like, yeah, whatever. I'll deal with it. I'm here for the long haul. And they're like, woo! All right, yay! Now we get to train normally again.
Yay!
Woo! And then they go off running some more and do more training, and they chase after Kiniko this time, and she doesn't get passed by the old lady on the scooter.
Woohoo! Progress.
And then, yes, progress is being made. And at the end of the episode, we see mysterious, giant, purple-haired girl with not a familiar school uniform being like, Kanan Shibuya.
Yeah. I don't know who this is.
So we were talking about this, or you were kind of questioning, like, is this going to be the rival?
Right.
And like, I feel like that would make a whole lot of sense, since obviously Sunny Passions is like not really the rival group. They're kind of just like, they're rivals in like, the most technical term, but they're not like rivals in terms of like, are going to be kind of villainy, essentially.
There's not any kind of like antagonism or competitiveness really.
Whereas this definitely seems like right off rip, just, oh, you are going to be something like that, aren't you?
That's what it seems like.
So it's going to be interesting to see how that all plays out, and like who this character is going to be and everything, who else she's going to have with her and all that sort of stuff. I wonder if it's going to be, considering she knows who Kanan is, or I guess presumably knows who Kanan is, like, is this going to be someone from like Kanan's music past or something of that nature?
Oh, that makes sense. Like one of her like elementary school friends or something.
Yeah.
Huh.
A ghost from her past comes back to haunt.
That would be interesting.
Yeah, I think so. But, time will tell exactly how that will
play out.
All shape out and play out, all that fun stuff.
Yeah, I'm interested to see who the heck she is and what she's about, because we've had like no information about her.
Yeah, she shows up and it's just like, oh, who are you?
Who are you?
But yeah, that is it for the episode. We got a little bit of notes and trivia. Our NHKE broadcast exclusive end card this week is of Kinako.
That makes sense.
She's got some pastries around her and then a little tiny fox, and she's very happy.
I want a pastry.
I bet you do. This episode marks the first animated appearance of younger Kinako. before the anime debut. She was already shown in the previous episode as a photo in Kiniko's photo book.
I love that she was just like snotty and saying like, "Don't leave me, and just falls over.
Don't leave me. Poor Kiniko.
Yeah, that was me.
But yeah, that's all for this week's episode. Next week we will be discussing season 2, episode number 3, entitled "Next in Line to Win."
Yay!
Where presumably, I think we did see her in the
Preview.
The preview. The purple hair girl is going to show up again. Maybe we'll get some more information out of her, and then the rest of the girls are going to do other stuff. So
yep,
we'll see exactly.
Have to see when we get the new girls in.
Yeah. I mean, presumably that's got to be soon-ish.
Yeah, there's a short recruitment window.
Yeah, that's also true. So yeah, we will see how that all plays out next week.
Mm-hmm.
But for now, that's going to do it for this week's episode. So if you'd like more from us, head on over to seasonalanimecheckup.com or sac.cool is where you can find past episodes of this podcast and other podcasts like the Seasonal Anime Checkup OVA. You can also find columns and reviews on the site as well. If you'd like more from Anladium, go to anladium.com. She's got columns and reviews. You can follow us on Twitter and TikTok at Anime Checkup. And you can buy our books, One Shiny Moment, A Critical Analysis of Love, Life, Sunshine, and Hot Tubs and Pac-Man on Amazon.com. So join us next week as we try and find out more about mysterious purple girl.
Big purple hair lady.